I'm currently arc reading Through the Storm by Rebecca Elder. I'm about 15% of the way through right now, and I quite literally am going to scream, cry, and throw up. I am obsessed with this book already, and it's quite literally feeding my little emo fucking dreams because it's literally about a merch girl and the lead singer of the band. Also, the side character, Cody, that she made. I love Cody. Love Cody. Need more of Cody in my life. But I think I'm going to follow in my friend Nuggy's footsteps, which this is her YouTube channel. And I think I'm going to record some live thoughts of me reading this book because her book comes out on May 15th. Through the Storm comes out on May 15th. Yeah, I'm on chapter 7. Also, look, without spoiling anything, look how gorgeous she did at the beginning of her chapters. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Well, whatever. It's I love it. It's gorgeous, and it tells you what city they're all in because they're obviously touring. But go pre-order this book because you can pre-order it from an indie bookshop in Nashville. But I'm going to start reading this a little bit before I have to go into work, and then we will go from there. I'm obsessed with Elias, the male main character. He is so broody, shadow daddy, even like what. And also, that's the funny thing is, Cody calls him shadow daddy, so he calls Cody sunshine. And I've met the author in real life, and we've kind of talked about the book, and it's really funny because she was like, it's kind of just like a bromance between Cody and Elias. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I'm loving this female main character, and I'm just love. Also, I just want to say she put so much effort into this. She created lyrics for this band. She created lyrics for the band so that you can have part of the songs like it and see what the lyrics are. Rebecca! I'm gonna scream, cry, throw up. Also, she's a merch girl, but she's also a photographer, which I feel like gives this like a kind of intimacy that I'm just really eating up. Now she's gonna be the social media girl. What can't this woman do? What can't this woman do? I love her. I want to be her. I will be her. This book is making me want to live my fucking dreams. Okay, so this bitch that's supposed to be Ramona's best friend. What the fuck? I hate Heidi. I think, yeah, her name is Heidi. I'm looking at it right now, but I can't. Also, I love that this girl's name is Ramona. It kind of spaced my mind for a second. But what the fuck is wrong with Heidi? Anyway, what is wrong with her? Okay, so my thoughts so fucking far. I'm on chapter 8. I'm about to have to go inside to work. I will update later because I imagine I'll read a few chapters when I'm at work. But my thoughts so far are quite literally, I am obsessed. Cody is the perfect side character to give a little bit of like comedy and just a little bit of something to it because Elias is very like closed off and reserved. They kind of just had a moment, but I'm personally eating it up. I think this is amazing. I've never read anything like this before either. I've never read something that's like a rock star kind of deal. But I'm eating it up. So far, I would probably give it like 3.75 stars. Obviously, I haven't gotten very far into the story, but with the characters and the storyline so far, I'd say it's like 3.75 stars. It's pretty fucking amazing. But I'm going to get inside, try and read a little bit, and get to work. I know that I said I was going to record myself reading this and all this other stuff, and I didn't really get that much of a chance to, but I am now on chapter 50, which I think is the last chapter, possibly before an epilogue. I'm 92% through this book. I cried at 9:30 this morning. Rebecca, what are we doing? Rebecca, why would you do this to me?
It's 9:30 in the morning on a Monday, and I'm sobbing over this fucking book. Are you fucking kidding me, Rebecca?
Oh my god,
so you see what I mean, right?
Rebecca!
I am on my way to work, and I'm probably going to finish this book at work. When I get off, I will give everyone like a proper review and everything like that. I am going to say now
there's going to be spoilers. So don't watch it if you don't want spoilers. I will try to make sure that I like put like a FYI, like spoilers in this clip so that you guys know. But yeah, I'm about to go to work. I feel so many emotions right now. It's ridiculous. Rebecca, what did you put in this book? Rebecca! I have a lot of words about what Miss Rebecca just put me through, but in reality, I have no way to execute them other than in a YouTube video. So we're about to step through and talk about Through the Storm. Like I said, I will let you know if there's spoilers. As of right now, there's no spoilers. There's just anger, upsetness, and all of the above. This was my first 6-star read of 2026. I was given the opportunity to arc read Through the Storm by Rebecca Elder. This is her second novel that will come out on May 15th. Now you can pre-order it from an indie bookstore, and she's also having a release party. So, you should really get on that, you guys. But like I said, this was my first 6-star read of 2026. I have never in my life been pulled through so many emotions in a book. Anger, sadness, just everything. Elias and Ramona's story is a beautiful one. I love Elias's backstory alongside Ramona's, how they coincide together. Like I said, spoilers will be at the end, so this is just my basic review of it. Rebecca also quite literally wrote all of the lyrics for the band. That's just talent in and of itself. Like, she did that. She did that, you guys. I don't know how I'm supposed to emotionally, financially, everything recover from this. And I didn't even have to financially invest into this. I just feel like I'm hurt and I need to go. I don't know what I need to do, but I need to go do something. I need to online shop to fill the void. I also, she wrote Cody. Cody, the side character, I swear to God, I believe she said that he is getting his own book. I hope so, because I'm going to read it and eat up every fucking moment of it, because I loved that man. Every time he was on the fucking page, he made everything so much better. He was amazing. That was a perfectly written character, like as a side character, because every time he was on the page, I was like, oh my God, yes! Yes! I love the idea of like her being the merch girl, slowly turning into social media manager, slowly turning into just the manager of the band. Everything about that is just so fucking beautifully written. She did everything perfectly. It all lined up and timed perfectly together. That said, I absolutely despised Heidi as a character, because that was not a good friend. I don't care what anyone says. If you have a friend like Heidi, drop them, delete them from your fucking life. And also the main band, I believe they were called Hellwake or Hellscape. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. But Traeger, the singer in that band, he's a piece of shit, and I called it from the beginning that he was going to be a piece of shit. Oh my dear God. No spoilers for that, because that's a really big plot point, but I'm so sorry. Traeger's a piece of fucking shit, and I knew, you could just tell from the moment he gets on the page, like, even if she didn't write him that way, it's just something about him was always like so off and disgustingly wrong. I loved the relationship between Ramona and her brother Ashton. That was beautiful. I believe in Rebecca's acknowledgement, she wrote that it was inspired by her brother, which I think that's even more beautiful, because their relationship was perfect. I loved how he was always there for her. He came at the drop of a hat. It was amazing. This was literally the best 6-star read. I cannot believe that my 6-star read of this year is an arc read. That's insane to me. I didn't even think I would be arc reading. Oh my God. Now, with that said, I have to just say spoiler, 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 spoiler. Do not watch for the next minute or two. I'll let you know when we're spoiler free. But the way that she wrote, I believe it was about chapter 40. It was around chapter 40, right before chapter 50. So it was probably like 47 to 48. I can't remember exactly. In the earlier clips, I told you guys I was on chapter 50. I was crying because of a chapter I posted on Instagram. I'll post the clip here. I posted like the chapter I was reading. That chapter made me cry because it was literally like something was off the whole time, and I knew something was off and I didn't know what. And I truly believed that Elias had relapsed. Like, I truly believe that he had relapsed. But no, of course, it was fucking Traeger. Fucking Traeger. Are you kidding me? Yeah. And aside from that, like, I will say, spoilers still, just the whole idea of Ramona having a sister who was an addict and passed away from it was insane to me, because I felt like that made like her love for Elias just all the more so much fucking better, because it showed how much that even though she hurt, she still trusted and loved him enough to know that he would do better. And this is also not me saying that her sister didn't do better, but obviously addiction is a hard thing. And she literally talks about that. She talks about the resentment and the guilt she felt about it all. I also just Elias's whole backstory, and honestly, I'm not going to spoil any of Elias's backstory because I feel like that is so important to the fucking story for you to read that and get your first reaction. It was insane. I have never read a like rock star kind of romance before. This was my first one, and I ate up every moment of it. Like I said, 6 out of 6 stars. The spice, I would say, was about a 3. It was obviously not Closed Door or Fade to Black, but there wasn't any like crazy amount of spice in it. But honestly, I felt like it didn't need spice. The intimacy, the connection between Elias and Ramona were just absolutely so insane and intense. Like, yeah. I hope that everyone goes and pre-orders this book, orders it, gets it off Kindle Unlimited, gets it all. I don't care where you get it. Just read this book. It comes out May 15th. You guys need this book in your life. I hope you enjoyed this video. I kind of decided at the last minute to do this, but I felt like this just deserved a whole fucking video. I felt like this deserved a spotlight moment, because you can tell that Rebecca poured her heart and fucking soul into this book. Yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Are you guys going to read Through the Storm? Is it your vibe? Let me know. Bye.